John Thompson's Ritual Stud has an extraordinary knack for standing sires who have a massive influence on racing in Australia, including the likes of Volkswagen and Pentire over the years. Now it's their young son of Choisir, Proisir, who's siring Group 1 winners left, right and centre, alongside his barnmate Satono Aladdin and more. Let's get the latest from Ritual Stud.
Pulling right away, Prowess, to win it by 3.5 to Pavetra.
The filly Legato is driving at them and got up.
Tapple Doodle-Doo from Major Beale. Tapple Doodle-Doo's won the Tulloch.
Well, John, you've always had a stallion or two here at Ritual Stud that have performed exceptionally with Group 1 winners in Australia. But right at the moment, you have an absolute smorgasbord of stallions. In particular, of course, Proisir, who's the real talk of New Zealand. Shocking, continuing to do an incredible job. And of course, the young stallions, Vadamos, Satono Aladdin, with so many good stakes performers coming through.
Yeah, look, it has been a wonderful period for the farm, Caroline, and of course they are all well-credentialed horses with good pedigrees and good race records and lovely looking horses, but as you know, that doesn't guarantee success, in our industry, so it's just so satisfying for everyone, associated with the farm, all our clients, that things have come together so well, and those people that have supported us are getting great rewards, and that's really what it's all about.
And this is over, dashes away, Proisir bolts in, 6 lengths.
Well, we'll start with Proisir. I mean, he looks absolutely magnificent here. He was always a lovely, strong, sprinty sort of horse. He won, of course, the Spring Stakes at Newcastle, but he really should have been a Group 1 winner. He has that ability in him, and now we're seeing that coming out in his offspring.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, he was in a very, very strong group of 3-year-olds. So, you're thinking back, you can think of Piero, you can think of Dundeel, you can think of Rebel Dane, you can think of All Too Hard, and they've all gone on to have stud success. So, he was right up there with the best of them that year. As you say, unlucky not to win a Group 1. Injury stopped them in his tracks, but what he did on the track, he proved to us that he had genuine Group 1 ability, lovely pedigree by the great stallion Choisir out of an Encosta Lager mare, and going back to a great New Zealand taproot family. So, for us, we felt he had the credentials for success, and thankfully our judgments proved vindicated. And when you look at the horse, I think there's a lovely blend of Choisir and Encosta Lager. He's got that nice length and quality that the Encostas have, but he's also got that physique that Choisir through. So, a very nice blend of both stallions, and his progeny are very versatile. Obviously, Levante has proved herself up to the best sprinters worldwide, and Legato coming through, well, what a filly she is. Just proves what a versatile stallion he's becoming.
Attrition just in front. The filly Legato is driving at them and got up. The filly, the Kiwi, Legato has nailed attrition.
And Prowess moved up now, takes the lead in the Vinery Stud Stakes.
We're really talking elite fillies. There are just so many. It's not sort of like the one-hit wonder sort of stallion.
Yeah, exactly. Well, on New Year's Day, he quinelled the what's called now the Auckland Guineas. It was the Great Northern Guineas. It's a time-honoured race. Very few fillies win that race, so Prowess proved herself, as you say, against the Colts in the Group 1 2000 Guineas, and now she beat the Colts in the Great Northern Guineas, and she beats, of course, another Proisir called Waitak, who interestingly enough is out of a Shocking mare, so a real ritual connection there. So a fantastic crop for any stallion in any part of the world.
The Aussies are really taking note of Proisir now.
Yeah, they certainly are, and we're getting calls now, people wanting to buy shares, and I'm sure next year there'll be a lot of Australian broodmare owners want to utilise the horse. He's got great bloodlines, and he's a very interesting stallion. He line breeds very well with Dane Hill, several of his good progeny. As I said, Waitak's out of a Shocking mare, well, Shocking's out of a Dane Hill mare, so he crosses very well on both sides with Dane Hill, which is a bit of a rarity now.
It's Pennyweka trying to fend off So Dazzling. She does so and becomes a Dual Oaks winner. Pennyweka goes on to win it by 2 lengths to So Dazzling.
Shooting for 5 from 5, and he's got it, and he's got his Group 1 Tokyo Tycoon.
At the moment he's New Zealand's leading second season sire, obviously the deeds of Sacred Satono in New Zealand, and Tokyo Tycoon, a horse we actually sold last year at Karaka and Te Akau brought, and he's unbeaten at this stage, and yeah, he's got it all in front of him. Just such a lovely, elegant horse, you know, beautiful pedigree, and I just believe he is one of the future stars of New Zealand breeding.
It's La Creek to the roar of the locals. She's got 4-5 lengths on them here. Shut the gate. The Arrowfield stud plate is all over.
Vadamos is such an elegant horse, you know, being by Monson out of a beautiful Aga Khan family, so had a lot going from both pedigree and we all know the Monson blood, they love the firm tracks and they get better with age, so we're looking forward to Vadamos just going to new levels over the next few years.
Alligator blood tiring. I'm thunderstruck over the top, rumbling hard and got up.
Once again, versatility is perhaps the key to Shocking. I mean, you know, people remember him as a great Melbourne Cup winner, but they also perhaps forget that he won the Mackay Diva Stakes. At the time it was a Group 2, but it's now a Group 1 mile, and as I said, the reason it's a Group 1 mile is because horses like Shocking won it, so I got upgraded, and you know, there's a lot to come from Shocking as well, but he always seems to have a good horse, which is pretty much the street cry blood, isn't it?
And I always love catching up with Ace High. This is now in the next 6 months or so when we're really going to see his progeny step up.
Yeah, look, I just believe we were so lucky to secure this horse. I mean, he is by High Chaparral, and High Chaparral had a limited number of sons to go to stud, and they've all succeeded. I mean, Redwood in New Zealand, you can add to that list, and Sharp and Smart's won a Group 1 in Australia in the spring, a very, very promising horse. So I think we'll see some of his progeny coming through, hopefully as autumn 2-year-olds, and obviously spring 3-year-olds will be his go. Look, it has been a fantastic, you know, couple of years for the New Zealand breeding industry in particular. We've got a lot of nice young stallions coming through the ranks, not just at Rich Hill, but at several other farms around New Zealand. You know, we've still got our proven brigade out there, so I think the New Zealand industry's in great heart at the moment. You know, obviously we need to keep investing into our brood mares, which isn't easy at the moment because the price of mares, particularly group winning mares, has just gone to another level. But we've got some new players in the industry. Obviously, you know, Brendan and Joe Lindsay at Cambridge Stud are putting a lot in. You know, Waikato Stud have got such a lovely broodmare band, so it's given us all something to aim at, and you know, I think with the stallions we've got now, and it's going to give me a lot of confidence to invest into the future, and hope the New Zealand industry could well go to new levels over the next you know, few years. So it is fantastic.
A G1 Goldmine analysis of star New Zealand stallion Proisir of Rich Hill Stud shows that of his 13 stakes winners across a range of distances from 1,200 metres to 2,800 metres, the mile seems to be his sweet spot, including recent Group 1 winners Levante and star 3-year-old fillies in Australia, Prowess and Legato. The all-important best affinities on the dam side includes Zabeel at 25%, featuring in stakes winners Prowess, Amy's Jewel and Vitesse Bow. Kingdom Bay at 17%, and other stakes winners such as Dark Destroyer, Riadini and Soldier Boy feature when crossed with the blood of Red Ransom, Zeditive, Columbia, 8 Carat and Royal Academy.